So I am an education marketing consultant as well. So basically what I do in that space is basically to help schools in between the formal and non-formal category put themselves together to look attractive and competitive in the market space. With regards to virtual career office, I'm also a career consultant, and specifically I touch on personal branding and professional developments. I do other bits as well, but then this is a part I'm particularly passionate about, and I'm excited to have all of you here as part of this workshop organized by JA. Grow with Google. Yes. So that's me in a nutshell. I see a lot of people are coming in. Okay. I'm guessing, Abi, that you can admit the others when they join in.
Yes, I will.
Okay, all right. I guess we'll get into it straight away. So Abidat, per the mail, I saw that majority of them are, you mentioned they're doing they're participating in programs. I saw the UX.
Yeah,
I saw
online courses, UX design.
yes, taking online. Right. So it's a very technical, professional group in here, correct?
But we are still
Good.
students, so you would like to learn more.
Okay. Can I get an idea of the age group with the 30 plus people we have here so far? Who's possibly the youngest and what's the oldest?
The youngest
People.
the 18. It's from
Okay.
35 years.
Good. Okay. That helps. All right. Oh, that's exciting.
Most of them too are university students.
Okay. Okay, so let's do this. If you are in uni, please give a wave. Give a wave. Let me know those who are in uni. If you're in uni, okay, Harrison. Okay. Is Harrison the only one in uni? If you're in uni, please give a wave. Okay, so there's Moses. Okay, good. There's Collins, there's David, there's Badifita, but okay, let me not butcher your name. So there's Daniel. Okay. So I'm guessing quite a bit of you are in uni. Anybody in the corporate space? Anybody actively working? If you're working, kindly give a wave. I'd appreciate that very much. Just so I have an idea of the numbers and who is who and who is where. Okay, so these people are people in the corporate space. Okay. So I'm seeing Veronica, I'm seeing Willie, I'm seeing Patty Love. Okay. That's an interesting name. Okay. Good. Okay, so it's quite a nice mixture of people in university and then people in the corporate space. Good. Okay, I'm guessing we have a good number here. I have about 43 plus people. That is good enough to start. Okay, so guys, a few ground rules. I want this session to be as interactive as possible. What's going to happen is if you have any question along the line whilst I'm going on, you can quickly put it in the chat, just so everything is organized. Just so when we get to that bit Q&A, we'll just read the questions and answer them. There are some questions I'll throw to you as the presentation goes on, and I'd like all of you to participate. I want everybody to pick up a thing or two. Somebody told me some years ago that the brain The brain is not a filing cabinet. And so if you hear anything that inspires you, that makes you wonder, that gets you intrigued, that gets you thinking, I didn't think of this, or this, nobody has connected it this way, like the way this person has. What the person said was to get a notepad and a pen and write it down. Not a piece of paper, but a notepad. Everybody should have a notepad or a diary and puts that down. Okay, because the brain is such that the moment you hear one thing, you forget. You immediately forget. One thought comes, another one comes, and then that's it, it's gone. So as much as possible with every session that is going to be, informative in nature, I'd like you to do well to get a notepad or a diary, one specifically for putting in unique information. And then you put it down. Writing it down is going to be there for a very, very, very long time. Good. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, please.
Good.
Yes,
good.
please.
Good. Oh, thank God. For a moment, I thought I was talking to myself. Okay, good. I have 43 plus people here, and a few people are joining in. So, guys, I believe we are ready for liftoff. We are about to go. Okay. So for those who are just joining in, I'm seeing 45 plus people. I mentioned earlier that my name is Kwame Nyatswame. For the purposes of this discussion we are going to have, I am your personal branding coach, and I hope you enjoy the session. So let's get in. So my name is Kwame Nyatswame. Okay. So guys, I chanced upon this letter just this week, and it's I don't know, it captured my heart in so many ways than one, and I thought, why not share it with this group, and this is what it says. It says, fall in love with yourself, settle down into the truth of your existence, that you matter. I think that's a part that's got me thinking a bit, I'm sure with the way life goes from time to time, there are moments where we feel lost, there are moments where we feel unsure, there are moments where we feel confused, and there are even moments where we are genuinely frustrated at the fact that things are not going our way. One, two, that things are not so very clear, we are not so very sure about the path that we want to take, etc. We are not sure about our place in the world, and that puts us in a space that can get a little difficult, and so let me start all over again. It says, fall in love with yourself, settle down into the truth of your existence, that you matter. I need you to keep that part, that you matter. You are here. I'm sure you hear this all the time, but for the fact that you exist here on this planet, on this earth, specifically on the continent and here in Ghana, you need to understand that you matter. There's something that you are supposed to bring into this space, and so if for nothing at all, if all of the things we are going to discuss today, passes one ear and gets out of the other, I need you to understand that you matter. The next line says, make a commitment to self-empowerment. Make a commitment to self-empowerment. Be in a relationship with self-worth. The first paragraph just got me all over the place, because I constantly remind myself, to be on the path of self-empowerment, self-improvement, improving my self-esteem, in many ways, as much as possible and as quickly as possible, right? It says, make a commitment to self-empowerment. Be in a relationship with self-worth. right? Don't make bids for love and attention in places where there is no genuine interest. Rather, go where you are joyfully acknowledged as you make a vow to cherish your deserving and precious life. I hope this is an incredibly powerful letter, and I want to use this to set the tone for what it is that we are going to discuss today, right? Which is personal branding and professional development and professional image building, right? So fall in love with yourself, settle down in the truth of your existence, that you matter, right? So my thing with that line is the fact that if you matter, you should understand that you have a lot of work to do. If there's something that you have been brought onto this earth or in this country to come and do, you should understand that you do not have all the time in the world. You matter, that's why you are here. You are here to bring about some sort of change. You are here to bring about some sort of innovation. You are here to spark a certain light. If it's even for one person, you should understand that it could potentially be from one person to a large group, from 100 millions of people, right? Your life genuinely matters. And so you have to take steps to commit yourself to self-empowerment, right? Be in a deep, strong, committed relationship with self-worth. It's incredibly important. And if you have the chance, please, I'd encourage you to write it down or take a screenshot of it as before we move along, and frame it somewhere and remind yourself always about the fact that you matter and you have something in you to bring, something positive to bring to this world. Okay. There's another poem. I'm sure many of you have heard of this poem. It's a poem by William Ernest Henley. It's a rather popular poem, and the title is Invictus. I chose not to put the whole poem on the slide, but to pick two key points that I want, everybody here to take along with them as we move along. Okay, sure. Somebody's asking if they can get the slide. Okay, I'm sure I can discuss with the organizers and we can see what will happen in that regard. Okay. So 1 second. Yes, this second poem is one that I am strongly attached to, because it always reminds me of the fact that I am responsible for myself and that nobody is coming to save me, right? That's one cold, harsh truth that, all of us need to pay attention to. So the key lines that I want you to capture in here is the fact that it says, I am the master of my fate, right? I am the captain of my soul. If you get the chance, please look out for the poem Invictus by William Ernest Henley. Please check it out after our session today. The point here that I want all of you to carry with this is the fact that you, all of you on here, you are the savior you've been waiting for. Nobody else is coming to save you from that situation you are in. But please, 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 please remember that nobody else, that you are the master of your fate. It is a decision that brought you here today, right? I'm sure all of you have an idea of what opportunity cost is. You could have been doing anything as of now. You could have given so many excuses as to why you can't be here at this moment, right? You could have, even if you were forced, right? You could have decided, or you can even decide now that you do not want to be part of this session for whatever reason it is. But the point is, you chose to be here, right? And that decision, and it's important to understand that decisions are what marks or clears the path as we move along in life, right? One decision, that's why there's this common saying that is being thrown about most often than not, is the fact that one decision can change your life. Indeed, I personally believe it's very strongly that one decision can potentially change your life forever. either for the best or for the worst, right? And these two lines point to the fact that you as an individual, you are the master of your fate and you are the captain of your soul, right? You decide what you are going to do next. You decide after this session whether you're going to take notes as the session goes along. You decide whether you're going to carry the knowledge that you're going to gather from here as you move along. So it's incredibly important that you should understand that nobody is deciding for you. You are deciding for yourself, right? From the moment I believe you turn 16, okay, let's be generous. From the moment you turn 18, you need to understand that you are responsible for yourself. Whatever your mother did, whatever your father did, or whatever the government is doing, you should understand that you are the captain, right? You are the captain of your soul. You are the captain of all the decisions that you're going to make from now to wherever it is that you're going to get to. Everybody, every young person needs to understand this. It's incredibly important. I don't think we share this to young people enough, right? Understand that nobody is responsible for you. You are responsible for yourself. You are responsible for any and every decision that you take on a day-to-day basis. So this is just your gentle reminder to take note of the fact that you are the master of your fate and that you are the captain of your soul. You are the captain of the path that you are on. Okay. Now onto some pretty fun stuff. Is everybody following so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Please.
Just so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. Okay. All right, guys. This is the part that's going to be very interactive. I'd like us to play a game, right? I want us to play a very short 5 minutes game just to sort of ease everybody in, and then we move on from there. So this game is called Mention What Comes to Mind, and literally it could be anything. If a color comes to mind, please, I'd like you to mention it. If a tagline comes to mind, please mention it. If anything, any and everything, it could be both positive, negative, in between. Please feel free to share whatever it is that comes to mind. Right. Okay. So let's play the game, guys. So when you hear the name Dubai, what comes to mind, guys? Please throw it at me. You can put it in the chat. You can unmute yourself and mention what comes to mind when you hear Dubai.
Shopping.
Well,
Shopping, wealth. Awesome. You guys are not playing. Okay, what else, guys? I've heard two things. There's shopping, there's wealth, holidays. What else? Say that again. Luxury, good. There's vacation, there's money, enjoyment, luxury, excursion. What else, guys?
Attractions.
Comforts.
Good. Somebody says money. Thank you, David. Somebody says trust. Somebody says oil money. Somebody says vacation. What else?
Aesthetic buildings.
Aesthetic buildings. Good. There's
Aesthetic
visitation.
building.
Oh, there's tax-free. Somebody's saying Habibi. I like that. You guys are paying attention. Somebody's saying attractions. Yes. What else? There's somebody says branding and image building. Okay. Somebody's getting very technical with me. Okay. So Daniel, the first thing you hear when you hear Dubai is what? Branding and something. Yeah. Somebody says skyscraping. Somebody says wealth. Somebody says desert. What else, guys? The Burj Khalifa. Thank you. Thank you for mentioning that. That's very specific. What else, guys? Hey, you guys, somebody may be lucky at the end of the session, or I might speak to people to go to Dubai with me tonight. Or you never know. There's leadership. Thank you. Somebody says leadership. There's somebody says transformation. Okay. Good.
Innovation.
Good. Somebody says World Cup 2023. Somebody says discipline. Good. Thank you for mentioning that. Somebody says tourist attractions, beautiful place.
Innovation.
Fancy cars being used as taxis. Yes. There was this time I saw
Innovation.
Innovation. Somebody, I saw a Lamborghini being used as actually a police car, and I was like, wow. It makes you wonder. The Christians on the page, are you sure the heaven is not somewhere here that we don't know about? That's a joke, by the way. But anyway, somebody says innovation. Somebody says good. Okay, I think we have enough on the things that pop up when we mention the name Dubai. The next one, gold. When you hear the word gold, what comes to mind?
Money.
Money. Mining. Okay. Somebody says money. Somebody says gold equals wealth. What else? A yellow bar. Kelly, thank you for that. Okay. Kel Kumsit. Good. Somebody says money. What else? Jewelry. Somebody says wealth, money. Yes. Jewelries. Yes. What else, guys? There's royalty.
Riches.
Good. There's riches. Good. Riches. Okay. Good. Okay. I think we get the points. We have. Say that again.
Heaven Street.
Evan Street. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so the next one is Mercedes-Benz. When you hear Mercedes-Benz, what comes to mind? I think somebody needs to
Luxury.
unmute. Somebody needs to mute their mic. I can get background noise from someone. I'm not sure who. I am getting some feedback. Okay, I think it's better now. Okay, when you hear Mercedes-Benz, somebody says luxury, good. Somebody says comfort, yes. Mercedes-Benz, guys. Respect, good. There's wealth, there's durability. What else, guys? Comfortable transportation. Thank you, Lucy. What else? Fast. Okay, good. Oh, somebody says Yahoo Boys. Okay, that's fair enough. Somebody says top notch. What else, guys? Yes. What else? A G-Wagon. Good. Yeah, G-Wagon. Reliability. Good. A high-class car. What else, guys? Kindly share. You never know. Anything can happen. Good social standing. Whoever that is, thank you for that, Deborah. Thank you, Deborah. Martin says respect, speed, driving, luxurious. Okay. Efficiency. Good. Expensive car. Good. Okay. We're going to move on to the next. So when you hear Apple, the brand Apple, what comes to mind? The brand Apple, what comes to mind? Apple, somebody says fruits. Expensive. Okay, good.
Innovation.
iPhones, app quality, durable. Yes, what comes to mind? Beauty, ladies lover. Oh, interesting. Competition, expensive, innovation. What else, guys? Apple as a brand. What comes to mind? Nobody's mentioning their logo. Is their logo a snake? No. Quality, yes. Good. Expensive. Okay, good. Snow White. Precious, can you explain that? What do you mean by Snow White? Charlie, what do you mean by Snow White? They're smooth and fast. Okay, that's good. Simplicity. Good. Okay, I guess enough of Apple for now. When you hear Ghana, what comes to mind? Oh, somebody says poverty. Oh, suffering. Peaceful country. Death. Nanado. Wow. People. Bad leadership, failed states, boiled egg and pepper, corruption, hostility, hospitable country, Kwame Nkrumah, peaceful country, corruption. Charlie, you people are behaving like you don't live here. Love, cocoa, good. Yes. Can you guys mention the colors on the flag? NDC, MPP, colors on the flag, guys. There's red, good. There's cruel and selfish leaders. There's misuse of resources. The Star of Africa. Somebody says failure. What else? There's the red, gold, black, and green. Good. What else? Politics, okay, good, good. It's good. It's good to know the youth are paying attention to what's happening. There are lies, there's freedom. Okay. Good, good, good. There's red. Okay. Okay. I was expecting to hear Fufu, Banku, Ewe, Ashanti, both. Hey, people, guys. Nobody's mentioning all these things. Developing country, freedom. Okay. Okay. Bad roads. Okay. Ghana Jollof. Good. Finally. Somebody's mentioning something that I was expecting to hear. Rare personalities. Kaswa. Okay. God's comedy channel. Interesting. Okay, then there's a shaman, there's Coco. Okay, I guess we have it. Finally, beans and plantain, charcoal there, unemployment. Okay, okay, all right. Enough about Ghana for now. Let's go on to JJ Rollins. I don't know if any of all of you would know who JJ Rollins is, but when you hear JJ Rollins, what comes to mind? A strict leader, a hero, cool. Okay, there's fierce, there's a good leader. What else, guys? Hard guy, good. Military leadership, visionary, unbiased. There's that's somebody's mentor and hero, the late former president, charismatic leader. What else? When you hear JJ Rollins, what comes to mind? The president with the lion's heart, meaning he was very brave, he was very confident. What else? A change maker. Okay. Some people will debate you, but okay. Honest, yes. What else? Coup d'etat, man of his words. Okay. What else, guys? A good leader. Okay. Guys, go all the way down to his even his physical traits. He had white hair. He had really nice white hair. That was Charlie. A no-nonsense man, PNDC. Okay. Brony. Thank you, Gertrude. Thank you. Very handsome man. Good. He's a Voltarian. Good. What else? Good. A cater. Okay. Good. A disciplinary leader. Okay. Good. He wore glasses. Yeah. Good stuff. Good sense of humor. A pilot. Ooh, that's really good. Authority. He was a flight lieutenant. Good. I think we have enough. Now to the famous man, Ado D. His Excellency Akufo-Addo. Oh, somebody says short man. Hey, people. Free SHS. Oh, corrupt leader, president of Ghana. Somebody's just laughing. Corruption in Kwan, Nana Guy, a dictator. What else, guys? Round glasses. Oh, somebody says liar. Ish, people. Cathedral. Oh, somebody says King Promise. Osajifo, 1D1F, King Promise, failed leader, mother serpent of corruption, Sakura man with Charlie. You people have no mercy. Okay, the short president. What else? Oh, guys, free education. Nobody's mentioning free education, right? Oh, Ojeje Fopa. Wow, my people. Free SHS. Okay, one village, one dam. Okay. Sleeping in all meetings. Oh, wow. Okay. That's an interesting insight. Yet it's Sikaso. Okay. There's e-levy, there's free water and electricity during COVID, MPP, the taxman, 1D1F. Interesting. Fellow Ghanaians, that's very synonymous with Adodi. Sikampe Dede. Well, that's very, very true. Anyway, good, guys. Thank you for sharing. Now, the next one. We are almost done with this game. When you hear MTN, what comes to mind? MTN.
Yellow.
Momo, yellow, good. That's really good inside. Internet, zone bundles, 4G, everywhere you go. Thank you for saying that. Network provider, speed internet. Oh, scammers trusted with. Wow, Judith. Wow, they've scammed you. Market leader, good. Wow, somebody says in Commode. Everywhere you go, I like that. There's Momo. What colors come to mind when you hear MTN? MTN. Yellow, good. What else? There's the blue. Right now, they don't have blue in their logo though. There's the zone bundle. There's yellow and black. Good. Affordable midnight bundles. There's black and yellow, black. What else? You have no call credits in your accounts. There are Momo hackers. There's telecommunication. There's the quick loan agents. That's good. I'm really liking the insights that you're sharing. Press 1. Okay. What else? Okay. I'm guessing we've had enough of MTN for now. What about grow with Google? When you hear grow with Google, what comes to mind?
Innovation.
Innovation. What else? Skill training. Okay, what else? I like that. There's Coursera. What else?
Sponsorship.
Enlightenment, empowerment, job security. There's educative opportunities, junior achievements, Ghana, learn, share, network, data reinvestment. There's entrepreneurship. There's career growth. That's really good. Online Google certificate course, informative, educative. God bless them. Oh, okay. I mean that you're getting some fans over here. Developing skills and career choices. Good, good, good. The scholarship. Good, good, good. Projects management. That's good. That's really, really good to hear. That's really, really good to hear. I hope you guys are paying attention because there are questions that are going to follow. There's data analytics. That's good. Okay, now when you hear Ken Ofori-Atta, guys, what comes to mind? Ken Ofori-Atta, the money man. Okay, data bank, tax inquiry, his strict IMF. Oh, wow. Mega Anochi. Finance Minister, Sikaura. A businessman. What else, guys? Magistica, Wicked Bow. Wow. Okay. Okay. IMF debt restructuring. Anytime we borrow, wow. Okay. Okay, Precious. Okay. Is the IMF. Guys, give me some insights. How does he dress? How does he look? You know, give me some insights. Haircuts. How does he look? How does he look? He's always in a white kaftan. Has anybody realized? Ken Ofori-Atta is always in a white kaftan with a very, very slim gold chain around his neck. And can anybody touch on how he speaks? Bible scripture minister. Anand, you are spot on there. Albert, thank you for that. He's a slow speech man. I do not believe that Ken Ofori-Atta can get annoyed. He speaks so softly. I think it's as a result of wearing white. When you wear white, you cannot behave in any way and anyhow. Charlie, people are throwing bars here. Charlie, mismanagement. He's very angry. Wow. This is an interesting bunch. Okay. I guess we have enough of Ofori-Atta for now. Now the last person on our game today is Shatta Wale. Guys, when you hear Shatta Wale, what comes to mind?
Violence.
Kakai, violence, freedom, a very loud man, Okasa by heart, dance hall, survivor, best musician, JJC, hardworking. Yes, what else? What else, guys? Michi, okay. That's for the last I checked, they were not together anymore. Okay, what else? Gringo. Well, how does Shatta Wale look? How does Shatta Wale look? Dancehall king. I think Shatta Wale has kept a certain look for a while. That's very true, Benedicta. He's always in long chains. There's Koligono, there is luxury. Shadrach says he's always in very luxurious and shiny chains. Okay. What else? What about his music? What do you say about his music? Somebody says he's very unserious. Okay. That's quite debatable, but okay. He's a street leader. Okay. Oh, big mouth. Wow. Interesting. Okay, guys. There's bad and good music. There's a money-minded person. Okay, that's good. Somebody says he's a gangster. Okay. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being very interactive and participatory in this game that we just played. The game is actually supposed to lead us to a certain point. So now on to my next slide. What comes to mind when your name is mentioned? What comes to mind when your name is mentioned? So I've seen that Lucy Blay Yankee just entered the chats. Lucy, what comes to mind when your name is mentioned? Let me see. Okay, now I have access to the name. So Leslie, Abdul, Albert, Hassan, Anam, Andrina, there's Daniel, All of you guys, when you hear your name, when anybody mentions your name anywhere, what comes to mind? I'd like you to put something in the chat. Or the matter has really chopped hot. When your name is mentioned, you see the way you were mentioning, you mentioned Dubai, everybody was throwing things here and there, right? Okay. I'm seeing mostly a helper. There's a Google developer. There's possibilities. There's music. There's the tech guy. Someone says punctual. Somebody says strict. Somebody says respectful. Somebody says starting early and closing late. Gertrude says she's a talkative. Thank you for knowing that about yourself. Somebody says they are honest. Somebody says they're an ICT instructor. Oh, somebody says you really chop hot. Guys, the chat is not flowing. Okay. There's discipline, there's mean and transparent, there's music, there's brands. Okay. There's kind-hearted, committed, consistent, determined. Okay, Prince. I really hope that's who you are. And that I hope people say that about you. There's outspoken, there's a teacher, there's calm and humble, there's a latecomer. Oh, Yusuf, thank you. Thank you for noticing that about yourself. It's incredibly important. If you know you're a late person, yeah, and everybody's going to say you are late. Yes, it's good. It's good you've noticed that about yourself. Somebody says they're a graphic designer, but Benedicta says she's short but good. Yeah, as in short, as in height. Somebody says respected. Somebody says jovial, respectful but strict. Oh, indeed, Kenneth. It's getting very, very, very tensious. You know, there's calm but stubborn IT guy, always on the phone, the best or always the best, curious, the introvert. Okay. So this we are going to I'm setting the ground for what it is that we are going to discuss today, right? And I'm taking all of you through a journey, and I want you to pay attention, and as much as possible, please take notes, right? So we mentioned per the previous game we just played, there were a bunch of names that I threw at you. And I wanted you to give me feedback on on the things that came to mind immediately they mentioned the person's name or the name of the country or the object, right? And you saw how you were all throwing certain things. For most of you, I'm certain you didn't even think about it. The moment you heard the name, it elicited certain already known perceptions you have of that thing, right? So when I mentioned Ghana immediately, or people were saying poor country. When I mentioned Akufo-Addo, people were throwing things at me, IMF, but we all need to realize that when it comes down to it, remember that those people are names that are huge and are all over, very popular, right? But when I mention your name, what comes to mind? I genuinely want us to, it's something I genuinely want us to think about, right? When your name is mentioned anywhere, both in front of you and outside, when you are not in the space, when your name is mentioned, what comes to mind? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it going to open doors for you? Is it going to close doors for you? This is something I want you to think about as you progress with this session. So the next slide. The next slide says, remember, there is a lot under your control, guys, right? With the background of how I'm weaving you through this topic we are discussing, I need you to understand that there is a lot under your control. How you want to be perceived is under your control. I need you to write it down. In fact, I need all of you to write it down. Remember that there is a lot under my control. I need you to write it down like that. There is a lot under my control, right? I am in control of how I am perceived. Remember that always. If there's another thing I want you to take away from this session that we are going to have, is to understand that you are in control. You are very, very much in control of how you are perceived, right? There's a reputation that you can build. And everybody, when they mention your name in any room, people are going to say, oh, he's that guy, he's that guy, he's that guy. He has a big head. He's always looking sharp. He speaks well. He always knows his stuff. Oh, as for this person, they talk too much. They don't dress well. They don't take care of their personal hygiene. They're not so great when they're speaking. Oh, he's a liar. He's a thief. He always comes late. or she always comes late, right? Remember this. Remember that as you go about your day-to-day journey throughout life, right? There are certain things that people are going to, certain perceptions that people are going to form of you based on how you do things, right? And I need you to understand that you as a human being, I need to stress this point, that you are in control, right? You are very, very much in control of how you are perceived. Now, the decision is up to you as to whether or not you want to position yourself or to carry yourself in a way that is going to be beneficial to you, one, or if you flip the coin, is going to be detrimental to you. I need you to pay attention to that. Now that comes to our topic for the day, personal branding. Personal branding, right? So now when you hear personal branding, right, it's unfortunately, it's a term that a lot of people are beginning to throw around very loosely without understanding how much of a weighty subject it is, right? You hear things like one of the popular ones I hear is packaging. Yes, we can draw certain similarities in there as to how we can, when you hear the word personal branding, you can hear packaging. But I hope that after this session, we are going to see how it's much more deeper than the loose word people throw around. Oh, packaging. No, it's not. Personal branding is actually something very serious, right? Personal branding is the conscious, right? Is the conscious and intentional effort to create. I hope everybody is listening. I need all the young people here to pay attention. If you're in university, please pay attention to this very, very carefully. And if you're in the corporate place, please pay attention to this. Personal branding is the conscious effort. Conscious means you need to come to that point. You come to that point, not anybody. Not anybody. You personally decide. You come to that point of a certain awakeness and decide that no, I am not going to be like everybody else. It's a conscious and intentional. Intentional means that you're going to put in some work. There has to be a certain input from your end, right? It is the conscious and intentional effort to create and influence public perception of an individual by positioning them as an authority in their industry or field, right? Elevating their credibility and differentiating themselves from competition. Guys, I hope we are on course so far, right? We are getting to the meat of the matter, and I want all of you to pay attention, especially those in uni, right? There are a lot of things that I wish I knew when I was in uni or back in SHS. I feel like these are some of the conversations that we all need to have. We all need to pay attention to. We need to be aware of them. We need to invest in them and make sure that we chart a path for ourselves as early as possible, right? This idea that we can behave anywhere and anyhow is up to you, right? So I think throughout this journey, throughout speaking to different groups, etc., I've even gotten to the space in my life where I really do not judge people anymore, because when I look at somebody behaving in a certain way and manner, what I say is that I genuinely hope that they know what they are doing, right? Because remember the quote from Invictus that you are the master of your fate, right? You are the master of your fate. You are the captain. You are in charge. You are in charge of how you are perceived, right? So as a working definition, we need to understand that personal branding is the conscious and intentional effort to create and influence public perception of you, all of you here, the 56, the 58 plus people who are here, right? Positioning them as an authority in a certain industry, elevating your credibility. Credibility is incredibly important. I can't stress this enough, right? And differentiating themselves from the competition. One harsh truth you need to understand that BMW that you want to drive, there are millions of people who want that BMW, right? That handsome young man that you think is the most, is so perfect. There are so many other women who also like him, right? That beautiful girl that you like, there are so many guys who also want hair. That corporate job, that career path that you're looking to go into, there are so many people who are looking to enter that space. Life is harsh competition. It's very, very harsh competition. So you need to take yourself very seriously from the get-go, right? You need to get yourself seriously from the get-go because it's very, very competitive. And now in our globalized world, you should understand that job that you're chasing, there's somebody in Bulgaria, there's somebody in Finland, my hometown, that is also looking for that job. Right? The world has become ever so competitive. So it is important, it is incredibly important to pay attention to a lot of the things that concern your brand as an individual. Okay. I hope you're enjoying it so far. This one says, so the process of personal branding involves finding your uniqueness, right? Finding your uniqueness. We'll delve into that a little later. Finding your uniqueness, building a reputation on things that you want to be known for. Not Adodi, not Baomia, not Bill Gates, not anybody. That's you want to be known for. I'm sure that if for the people in uni, for example, when I say mention the people who are very flashy in school, there are some people who come to mind. Who are the sharks in your class? There are some people who come to mind. Who is the lazy person in your class? There are some people who come to mind. Who are those that, and let me even bring it down further, even within a group of friends, there are certain friends that you take to certain places and there are some that you never take to certain places. True or false, guys?
Very true.
Very true.
Very, very true. Good. I'm happy all of you are paying attention. Right? There are some friends that you only take to certain places for enjoyment. You'll never take them to certain serious places. Right? I remember there was a session I had in the secondary school and I asked, right? If I decide today that I'm taking two, I pointed to one of the students and I said, if I pointed to one of if I pointed to you and I asked, guys, I have 2 tickets for you. Pick one friend that you're going to take. I'm taking the 2 of you to Dubai today, this evening. See, the person didn't even think. The person just blurted the person's name out. Right? So it's incredibly important for us to pay attention to certain things. Right? I am at least at a stage in my life where because I didn't learn some of these things early, when I get a chance, I want you people to know because it's possible. It's very, very, very possible to start paying attention as young. It doesn't matter how young you are. You just need to pay attention to these things. And knowledge is everything, right? So knowledge/information is everything, right? So building a reputation on things that you want to be known for and then allowing yourself to be known for them. I especially love that bit, right? And then allowing yourself to be known for them, meaning that you're going to put in the work. You're going to put in the work to make sure that, oh God, okay, in 5 years, I'm going to be that guy who is going to be well dressed, he's going to be well spoken, he's going to smell very nice, he's going to keep himself very, very, very nice. His bank account is going to look very nice, right? Every step that I'm going to take is going to be very intentional. Right? I'm going to focus on self-improvement and make sure that I'm going to gather as much information as possible, just so that when I'm speaking to people are going to see the weight in my words. My words are going to carry a certain weight and a certain meaning. Right? People are going to be inspired by what it is that I share with them. Even as informal as a friend circle. Right? I'm going to be that guy who, when he says something, people are going to be like, hey, Charlie, that guy, that girl, she's always speaking facts. The good thing I want you to know is that it's possible. Let nobody deceive you otherwise. It's very possible, right? It just takes certain steps, right? So ultimately, the goal is to create something that conveys a message, right? MTN, just by virtue of the fact that they are yellow and black all over, everybody knows who they are. And the moment you mention MTN, something comes to mind. Everything, the way we dress, the way we speak, the way we carry ourselves, everything that we do, the way we eat, everything we do, it conveys a message to somebody. That needs to be understood. It's incredibly important, right? Okay. Let's get on to the next slide. So it is important to understand that personal branding is an ongoing process that significantly impacts your career growth, right? Let's make this conversation more personal. There are certain doors, let me be very blunt. There are certain doors that will close on you just by the fact that you are not putting yourself together well. You might be the smartest in the room, but you have poor hygiene. So now somebody who is in a position to open a certain door for you will enter a space where the opportunity is there and you are the best suited candidate for it. They'll say, oh, does he or she tick the box? Yes. Then somebody just says, but this person, they are like, and that's it. The chance is gone. The chance is gone. This is not to say that, or this is actually to say that there are so many variables we cannot control, right? That's just life. There are so many things we cannot control. But when you flip the coin, there are so many things that are within our control, right? Let me give an example. Guys, you know those guys who sell, they call their medicines cuckoo. They have that one drug that solves all the problems in the world. Normally, when you're in the trotro, you're in the VIP bus, they are normally on those buses and they are normally selling drugs. That's, it solves all the problems. Are you guys familiar with what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I want you to shoot things at me. How do they normally look? What's their appearance like? Shoot at me, guys. How did you normally look? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, how did they normally look?
They're mostly not properly dressed.
They are mostly not properly dressed. What else? Can anybody shoot things at me? Hey, unless all of you are saying you take Uber every day. Wow, look.
They normally pounded it.
They normally what?
Pound it.
Okay. So I'm not talking about the drug. I'm talking about the appearance of the person who is selling it.
So they are usually unkept. They mostly come to trust issues to sell. Usually they I don't know, but they usually wear. I always see them wearing the same thing all the time.
Good.
And
Okay.
they have the way they carry their particular bag, which has all the drugs in it. That particular drug that caters for every sickness.
Good. That's very good insights. And I've seen something here, Kenneth Dankwa. Thank you so much for highlighting this point. They sound very confident. They sound very, very confident. Aside from the fact that, like Daniel said, they are smelly and sweaty, they are awful. Gifty says they are awful. There's the need to highlight that they sound very confident. They sound very confident. Now, look at this whole appearance of somebody who sounds very confident and convincing because he wants you to buy his drug. And remember that his drug is a miracle drug, right? It solves every problem. Every cuckoo, it solves it, right? Now, imagine taking this guy to Kempinski to go and sell the same drug. Will people mind him?
No.
Why?
Because the appearance is not suitable for the environment that he's trying to sell.
But I'll argue with you that he's very convincing and he knows his stuff very well. Why shouldn't they allow him?
Like you said, the appearance may affect you in the environment or the opportunity that you are trying to get.
Okay. Good point.
Okay. And
the content
because he doesn't look the part.
He doesn't look the part. I think I heard a lady speaking.
Normally the white people always say that the appearance of food determines how it will taste. So sometimes, depending on how you look, people take an assumption to what you are saying, how it's going to be important, how relevant it is, and what kind of effect it.
Good points. Thank you so much for sharing.
You might be very confident and very convincing, but the thing is the way he's looking.
Mhm.
the way he's dressed, he won't even get the audience in the first place.
Mm,
to
mm,
or to talk to them so that he'll be able to convince them. Probably if he had the chance to sit down with them one-on-one, he'll be
mhm,
able to convince them. But
mhm.
his dressing and the way he's looking and everything, pretty and all that, he won't even get the audience. He won't even permit him to enter into that company.
Good, 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 guys. Thank you so much for sharing. Let me read some of the things in the chat. Somebody says he's not dressed the way he wishes to be addressed. I need us to keep that point in mind. Somebody says Stephen says we eat with our eyes first. Oh, Stephen, wherever you are, God bless you, because this insight is not flesh that revealed it to you. Your dressing determines how you are addressed. Good recognitions. Lucy, I am very grateful for you saying this. Recognition starts from appearance. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for saying that. He may sound convincing, but won't look convincing. Okay? Good, good, good. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. I'm happy that we're on the same page in terms of how I'm hoping that the conversation is going to end. You're paying attention to just certain key things, and I'm really excited about that, right? So understanding personal branding
I
is
also talk about.
Mhm.
I wanted to talk about we also not conclusively judging a book by its cover.
Absolutely. But you see, this is the argument I always make for that.
Appearance might not be appealing, but with the content, what is in him is what we're
Yes.
supposed to focus on.
Good points. Very, very good points. Very good points. And this is why let's hold on. Let's hold on. Hold on 1 second. I'll come back to you. So this is why the point here is that appearance and the way we look is an integral part of our brand. Right? It's an integral part of our brand. There's a reason when we're playing the game I mentioned Oforiatta. Oforiatta is always in white. You know that for a reason. He has worn it so consistently so much that you know that he's always wearing white and he's always well ironed and there's always a gold necklace around his neck, right? There's a certain point I also want to raise with regards to what the last person said, that we should be careful not to judge a book by its cover. Very important. But let me sound a note of caution that as we are growing up, right? As we are growing up and as young as we are in university and those who are getting early on in their careers, there are certain things that I need you to pay attention to. Anyhow you appear is conveying a message. Please understand it very deeply. Anyhow you appear is conveying a message. Make sure that make sure that the benefits of you dressing a certain way is well thought through, right? And I need everybody to understand that you don't need to have all the money in the world to look smart. I will debunk that any day, anytime. You do not need all the money in the world to look clean, to look smart. You can even have one shirt, but if you wash that shirt very well, iron it very well, right? Iron your trouser very well and dress nicely, polish your shoes, people will take you seriously than the person who goes to buy $1,000 t-shirts and it's not ironed. People are not going to care. People are not going to pay attention to you. Right? The way you appear, appearance is an integral part of your personal brand. Right? And another thing I want to mention is that until you build a certain leverage, right? Until you build a certain leverage, don't come to me and tell me that because Mark Zuckerberg is wearing a t-shirt and jeans for all his keynote addresses, you're also going to be wearing a t-shirt and jeans for your corporate events or for your corporate meetings or in your company. This is a bit contextual, but I need you to understand that you need to be serious. And as you are building your brand, it can get to a point where if I decide to wear t-shirts, people will still take me seriously because I've built a brand over time. Right? So as you are starting your journey, please pay attention. Pay attention. That's what I want to leave with you as we progress along, right? Okay. Now, all of this conversation around personal branding is leading us to something that is so dear to my heart, which is self-awareness, right? It's a word that I'm sure many have heard before. Self-awareness. awareness. Guys, pay, you know, we are increasingly being inundated with so much information, right, about so many places and so many other people, that a lot of us are not paying attention to ourselves. We are not paying attention to who we are as persons. I saw this really crisp definition of self-awareness, and I'm sharing it with you, right? It's from a psychologist called Shelley Duvall. And he says, self-awareness is the ability to focus on yourself and how your actions and your thoughts and your emotions do or don't align with your internal standards, right? So I remember when we were playing the game and I asked, when we got to the bit where we said, when we mention your name, what comes to mind? Somebody says they are a late comer. Do you know what I'll be happy about? I want everybody to know that, oh, as for me, I oversleep. I prefer that honest person who knows in their heart of hearts that they oversleep every time, right? When you understand that you oversleep and you know that very deeply about yourself, you are going to work around how you do things. True or false? True or false, guys? True. Now another thing is, I'm sure from JHS to SHS all through to university, there are some people you never spot learning. They never learn. You never see them physically holding a book to learn, but they always pass the exam. True or false?
True.
There are some people in the corporate environment, you never see them actually doing any real hard work, but they are getting all the promotions. True or false?
True.
Exactly. If you understand well and truly who you are, right? It's like you knowing that your head is big. If somebody from Saudi Arabia comes to tell you that your head is big, is it going to move you? No, it is not. It's not going to move you. Do you understand? If somebody comes to say that, oh, why are you like this? Like, why you A, why you B, why you C? You know it about yourself, right? You know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, right? You know the things that are so, you know that as for you, when it comes to your phone, you are so attached to it, right? If you know it about yourself, it means that there are certain points in the day you know that, okay, me, I like touching my phone too much. Okay, so meaning that from 12 p.m., from 12 noon to 3 p.m., I'm not going to touch my phone because I want to pay attention to this thing that I'm doing. But after that, the phone is mine. Do you see how understanding and being aware of who you are makes things easier? So please, it's incredibly important for you to pay attention. Have self-awareness. Pay close attention to yourself. As for me, when I eat beans, I fart. Okay, are you going to eat more beans? No. When I drink milk, right? It makes my stomach grumbly. Are you going to be drinking milk? No. As for me, when I eat groundnut paste, I get allergies. Are you going to be eating groundnut paste? No. Do you understand? Pay deep attention to yourself. When I eat TZs, I enjoy it so much. So I'll be eating more TZs. I like wachi, I like rice, right? I'm a morning person, I'm an afternoon person, I'm an evening person, right? I don't like people who are negative around me. I don't like negative people. I like people who are optimistic, who are hopeful, who are this. Some people like to gossip. I like people who gossip. Some people know that about themselves. So now if you enter a space and you are not the type who likes to be around people who gossip, is that person going to be your friend? No. Right? So all of these things are incredibly important. I want you to pay deep attention to yourself, right? Shut out all the noise. Shut out all the noise and pay attention to yourself. Pay close and deep attention to how you think, right? Let me give you an example. I have somebody I work with, right? And this person is always, he doesn't realize it, but he's always negative. Any task that is given us, he's the first to say, hey, this one, can it work? I'm not sure it can work. Oh. In the beginning, I found it very odd. Now, I've gotten to a point in my mind where I actually look for him. I want him in my space because I've gotten to the point where I understand that I am a hopeful and optimistic person, right? And I'm ready for any challenge. So now when we get a task and the task comes to our desk, right? On the days where I'm feeling very slow, I like him around because I know that he'll be the first person to say, hey, this one, are you sure we can do it? I feed off his energy because the moment he says, oh, I don't think we can do it, then I jump on it because of the self-awareness I have. Are you guys getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good. All right. All right. Now let's just jump into some practical things that I want you to pay attention to. Number one is when it comes to personal branding and professional building yourself professionally, one of the key things is to identify your strengths and weaknesses. I'm sure all of you have heard this about 1,001 times, but it is incredibly important, right? Pay attention or identify your strengths and weaknesses and your unique value proposition, right? It is the question of what do you bring to the table, right? We are in a very value-driven world, right? Even God, when God is looking for people, to use for his purpose, he's looking for people of value. When he picked Mary, there were certain things about Mary that made him say, as for this woman, she's the one who is going to give birth to the savior of the world, right? So it is important to build a certain value. Value is very, 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 very important. And to the young men over here, when it gets to the stage where you are looking to get into relationships and marriage and so on and so forth, and you ask the girl, what do you bring to the table? And she says she's the table, please run away. Run away, flee. The same for the ladies as well. If you're talking to a guy and he says he's the table, please run away.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Please run away, because understand this. Everybody has to bring something. In fact, all of us as human beings, we are looking for people who bring us some sort of value/benefits, right? Everybody is looking for something, some value. You have to bring something to the table. If somebody says they're at the table, run, flee from that person, because the person is exposing the sort of mindset that they have. And typically people who say they're at the table, they don't have anything to bring to the table. So it's important for all of you to pay attention to this thing that I'm saying, right? Pay attention. What are the things that come to me easily, right? Is it cooking? Is it speaking? Is it coding? Is it carving things out of wood or stone? Am I able to gather people together very quickly? Pay attention. It goes back to the issue of self-awareness. Pay incredible attention to yourself and identify those unique things that make you who you are, right? So recognizing your strengths, your skills, and what sets you apart from others in your specific field is incredibly important. So Abidas told me that there are a bunch of people who are doing data analytics, UX, and so on and so forth. Right? You are just a cohort of about, say, 100 people. Now, you should understand that there are so many others somewhere who are also learning the thing. Giddy. So now the space is very, very competitive. So now there are certain things that you need to add to yourself, to be able to stand out in the market. Just so that when I look through 5 people's CVs and I'm looking to employ them, I'll go like, okay, I've seen these people. This person attended the GA Google program. Okay, this makes the person stand out. I'm going to hire this person. Right? So it's important. Identify your unique strengths and your unique value proposition. Your unique value proposition, which is your UVP, is a concise statement that articulates what you bring to the table. It's as simple as that. Let me not even make it complex for you. Right? The issue about strengths and unique value proposition, what do you bring to the table? When you ask yourself this question and you say, I've realized that I don't really have anything that I do well. Okay, I'm going to focus on this. And I'm going to make sure in about 6 months or to the end of the year, I'm going to be sharp. I'm going to be the best web developer. I'm going to be the best data analytics person ever, right? Just so that when they mention, what do you bring to the table as an individual? Oh, I know how to do this very well. So the key takeaway here is that defining your unique value proposition helps you stand out in a very competitive market space. Remember, the place is so competitive, right? So an example of a UVP, and it says here, right? It says, hi, my name is Adjoa Mansa. I am not just a data analyst, right, or a digital marketer. I am the bridge that turns complex data into actionable insights and helps businesses make informed decisions. There's something about English, right? If you're able to, and there's something about English and there's something about communication, right? Being able to communicate in such a way that the person just gets excited about the prospect of dealing with you as an individual based on the value that you offer. It's incredibly important, right? So it says here, with a blend of technical skills gained from the Grow with Google program and a passion for delivering results, I am dedicated to transforming raw data into meaningful stories that drive growth and innovation. I don't know about you, but if I sitting here as an employer, if anybody posts it before me, I'll be smiling from ear to ear. I want to see who this person is. I want to deal with this person. Right? So it's incredibly important to be able to come up with some UV statement. And please, it could be something very personal. You can get your diary, you can get that your notes pad and write something about yourself, right? What your unique strengths are. And then you look at it every day. Somebody's mic is on, if the person can mute it. If there are areas in your life that you'd like to improve, right? You can list it down, right? It's about taking yourself and your life very seriously. You'll be surprised about the changes you can make in a year. You will shock yourself, right? So okay, Mary admits, right? So in this UV statement that was mentioned above, right, the individual highlights the ability to bridge the gap. Telling stories is an incredibly powerful thing, right? I know how to, I'm a data analyst, right? I know how to do A, B, C, D. I know how to make sense out of large information, you know, for business growth. Anybody that hears that says, okay, good. I need that person. Right? So the UVP statement communicates their value as someone who not only possesses technical skills, but also knows how to apply them strategically to achieve tangible results. I want to stress on this point. As you embark on your personal brand journey and then your professional building journey, be careful. Be careful not to put so much focus on the outside. Right? Be careful not to put so much focus on the outside. By the outside, I mean the external, how you are perceived or how you look. Right? Because it is if you look ripe, in this case, quote unquote, if the mango looks ripe, the flies will come on it, right? But if the flies come on the mango and then there's nothing in the mango, would the flies leave? I'm guessing the answer is yes.
Yes.
Yes, good. Okay. The next one is crafting your professional image, right? Crafting a consistent and authentic image that aligns with your personal brand is so key. It's incredibly important, right? Your professional image encompasses how you dress, how you communicate, how you present yourself online and offline. Now, I'm coming to shake some tables over here. So this idea that people have that, oh, when I go on social media, I can say anything and I can be vile and I can be so, you know, so nasty to other people online. I want to understand what is the thinking behind that. Because you see, guys, for somebody who is on their purpose, who is trying to change their life, who is trying to, you know, make things happen for themselves, there are certain things that you are not going to do. So this idea that you can behave anyhow on social media, but then when you go to the office, you wear a suit and look very nice. In fact, you are joking. You are setting yourself up for failure. Because trust me, the internet will come back to bite you. I don't think we tell young people this enough. The internet is going to come back and bite you. A lot of employers now are checking your social media pages before they decide whether to employ you or not. Right? So it is important to pay attention. If you were silly and you thought that anything goes and that you can behave anywhere online and say anything and do anything and everything, well, guys, I hope that through this session, you will start paying attention to the things that you post online. Because anything that you post online is a reflection of who you are, whether you like it or not. Right? So the key takeaway here is that your image is a visual representation of your personal brand, and it should be professional and authentic. Somebody made an argument somewhere, and I seem to buy into it, that your social media is not about you. Your social media is really not about you. It is an opportunity for you to be able to showcase who you are, what you do, and the things that you are passionate about. Let me repeat that. An argument was made, and I somewhat agree with it, that your social media page is not about you. It is about your ability to be able to showcase who you are, the things that you are passionate about, the things that you value, and the things that you care about or are passionate about. Right? So let your social media be a journey. Let your social media be a place where we get to see who you are, the things that you value, the things that you like. Right? Use your social media pages to show those things. It shouldn't be things that are vain and whatnot, because those things really, well, if you know what you're doing, my thing at the end of the day is, if you know what you're doing, well, that's up to you. So yes, the next one is building an online presence and networking, right? As you are building your personal brand and as you are paying attention to building your professional image, it's in order to so in order to get ahead, right? We live in an era where the internet is bursting with so many social media online platforms that you can use to showcase yourself, right? So leveraging on these platforms and networking to expand your reach and connect with industry professionals is so possible right now. Right now, I can get up on right now and text and slide into Rihanna's DM and tell her that, oh, I'm a personal brand coach, and that if she gives me the opportunity to be able to speak to some students in America, I can do it. The internet has made that possible, but people are using it for jokes. So it's incredibly important for you to pay attention to these things, right? Leverage your social media platforms. Now, it's such that anybody, once they mention your name, people are going to Google your name, check your name on Instagram, check your name on LinkedIn to find out who you are. Make sure that what is on there is going to inure to your benefits, right? So effective networking as an active online presence can open doors, right? It can open doors to new opportunities and the collaborations. I can go on a list of the so many opportunities I myself have had and other colleagues of mine have had just by the stuff that we put online, right? So it's important to pay attention to these things, guys. The next one is communicating your brand story, right? Articulating your journey, your experiences, your values in a compelling way is part of the journey. It's part of building your brand, right? Your brand story is a narrative that conveys who you are, what you have accomplished, and where you are headed, right? Let's see your page and see that. Let's not make it even complicated, right? For the people who are in university, if you are interested in some leadership activities, please do well to put it online, right? Do well to put it online. Let us see when we go to your page that you are interested in student-led activities, right? If you're interested, let me give you something if you're interested in flowers, let me go to your page and see that you are interested in flowers. If you're interested in sneakers, let me go to your page and see that you are interested in sneakers, that you go into an in-depth, you give me some angle about how this Nike or Adidas sneakers are so beautiful, right? If you're interested in coding, if you're interested in data analytics, if you're interested in UX, if you're interested in anything, learn to communicate that brand story. Give us your perspective, right? Share your perspective on how those things, excite you. Trust me, the doors that can open just based on the fact that you are interested. Something even as simple as shit up. I have a friend, right? He's a Wachi lover, to cut it short. He absolutely loves Wachi, right? Now he's gone on to organize a whole Wachi festival that he has on a year-to-year basis, just for the love of Wachi. So he went around all the spaces looking for all the Wachi joints and was posting it on his social media page. Now that page has grown. It's incredible. So understand, craft your brand story, identify your strengths and your unique value point and propositions, and create magic, right? The very shallow things we are seeing on the internet today is an indictment on our capabilities as young people, right? We are shaming ourselves by things that that do not bring about any benefit whatsoever. We are shaming ourselves and our intellects and our capacity to be able to bring about wonderful things in our space, right? So please, these are things that I want you to, pay attention to. You all have it in you to make it happen. The next one is tailoring your personal brand for career growth. This is incredibly important. If you are invited to a black tie event or a black tie dinner, are you going to wear ripped jeans and a blouse that is showing your chest to the place? No. If you're going to prepare groundnut soup, right? If you're going to prepare groundnut soup, are you now going to prepare contobre leaves?
Not possible.
Not possible. So the point here is that with every career path that you are on, or that you seek to go into, right? It is important to have a way of aligning your personal brand to that career path, right? So actively working on your personal brand has to be channeled to a certain outcome, right? So it's tailoring your brand to certain aspects of that career path or that desired promotion for the people who are in the corporate space, right? Let us see an intentional effort on your part that you are paying attention to the nitty-gritty stuff that is going to make you attractive to either your bosses, right, or that career or that industry that you're looking to enter, right? So the key takeaway point is that your personal brand, aligning your personal brand with your goals can position you as a strong candidate for career advancement. It's important to pay attention to those things. Maintaining consistency and authenticity, right? It is important to ensure that your personal brand remains consistent and authentic over time, right? MTN is not purple anywhere. Is MTN purple anywhere? MTN is not purple anywhere.
Maybe Mars.
Maybe Mars. That's a good one. So there needs to be a certain attention that is paid to the way you do things, right? Pay attention. Like that's what I like. I like that when people pay attention, it sends a certain positive image, right? Just pay attention to yourself, right? And stay consistent. As for you, you're always going to look good, right? You're always going to make sure that you're looking good. As for you, I'm going to make sure that you're not going to have any smell, right? From your mouth to your body, you're going to smell nice, right? You're going to put yourself together. You're always going to make sure you're going to look neat, right? As for you, you're going to speak well. As for you, you're going to be very respectful to people. As for you, you're going to come in on time. You're never going to be late. It is within your power. It is as for you, you're always going to be respectful, right? You're always going to make sure that you are tidy. As for you, you're going to make sure that you're friendly. You're going to enter a space and make sure you know everybody's name, right? These are things, right? You build it over time. It's incredibly important. An authentic and consistent personal brand builds trust. It builds trust and credibility with others. So it's incredibly important, right? So this is one that I decided to throw in, which is the strategies for showcasing skills in the Grow with Google program, right? So take the opportunity to showcase all the newly acquired skills that you get from time to time, right? So if it's UX that if it's data analytics or UX that you learned with the Google program, put on there on your LinkedIn. I'm excited to learn about this UX program, or I have completed a session with UX, or I learned, or even on your LinkedIn, right? So today I had a session on personal branding and building my professional image, right? These are the 3 things that I learned. When I go on your LinkedIn page and I see that, yes, this is somebody that is serious. You see, it's serious. It's telling me that, oh, they had a session and these are the things that they learned. It shows a certain intentionality. It shows a certain seriousness, right? Remember, guys, the space is very, very competitive, right? So try and do anything, leverage on things that is going to make you look good in the marketplace, right? Highlight the skills acquired through Grow with Google program in your personal brand, right? Showcasing skills involves integrating your newly acquired knowledge into your brand narrative, right? Guys, this is, I find it so important. So please, young people, please pay attention to it, right? So elevating your brand for promotion. So this in a way is tied to people who are in the corporate space, right? So a well-intentioned personal brand, carefully built, gives you good leverage for career advancement, promotions, and opportunities, right? How you carry yourself offline, online, the way you do your things. If you are, my thing at the end of the day is that there was this example I had, and it says, if one of your rich uncles calls you and tells you that I'm going to give you $1 million, right? And he says, come and be in my house for 1 month. After 1 month, if you're able to, stay there and be all right, I'll give you that $1 million. And the day you go there, he insults you from morning to evening. From morning to evening, this man will just be berating you and be pouring insults on you. Are you going to get up and leave because, oh, this man, I can't take his insults, and throw the 1 million away? I'm guessing the answer is no. All right. So guys, we are wrapping up. So the key takeaways here is that the personal branding and professional image building are integral components of career development. They are key areas that you need to pay attention to. right? Whether you're participating in the Grow with Google program or aiming for promotions, cultivating that strong and authentic personal brand, right? Based on the work that you've done, self-awareness and so on and so forth. It can increase, it can catapult you to places you never imagined, right? So remember that personal branding is a journey, right? You don't start today and say that I'm ending tomorrow. It's a journey that takes sometimes 5, 10, 20 years, 50 years, right? It goes on and on and on. It requires ongoing reflection, refinement, consistent effort, right? Trying things that work, throwing away things that don't work. Just you're basically in a sense pruning yourself as you grow like a tree, right? By integrating these concepts, guys, I have the utmost hope that you definitely make your mark in the world, right? And so as I wrap up, I want to tell you that patience is key, right? If anybody comes to you and tell you that they can flip something in a day or two, run away from that person, because that's not the way the world has been structured or shaped, right? It is one cedi accumulated over time that makes 1 billion, right? And one of Kwesi Arthur's lines that I relate to it so much is 1 brick a day, right? 1 brick a day, ground up to the top. So don't worry about what's happening around you right now. Just decide what it is. If it's the fact that I want to have skills in UX, data analytics by the end of the year, right? Just 1 brick a day. Every day you are learning something. You are filling your tank in that regard. So you see that by the end of the year, you are going to have skill sets in data analytics, UX, and whatever it is that you want to do, right? If you decide to do that, no, this time I'm going to be speaking respectfully to others, right? I'm going to listen to people more, right? I'm going to network more, right? I'm going to make sure I'm never going to be late, right? I'm going to make sure that I'm going to dress well. I'm not going to smell. I'm going to carry myself in a way that shows that I matter and that I am important, right? I have something to bring to the world, right? You decide it today and then start finding the information that is going to add to you to be able to achieve that goal. It is within our grasp. I need all of you to understand that. And please stop chasing likes, stop chasing followers, lay low and build value quietly, right? Lay low and build value quietly. It's an incredible, in a sense, mantra that I carry with me all throughout. So I'm not chasing the likes, I'm not chasing the followers, right? I'm just building value as much as possible, right? I'll say this is close to one of the largest online sessions I've had, right? We're almost 57. I saw about 60, 61 people on. This is quite a large group, and I'm excited to meet all of you. All of you know me now. I've got to impart you with some sort of knowledge and actionable insights that you can use today. You know me, I know you, and that's just the way the world goes. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope you pick a thing or two. I hope you put down some necessary notes that you could, use as you progress along in your journey. Thank you so much. The session has ended. If there are questions, I am open for them. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Kwame, for this. If there is one thing I'm taking away, that is, I am in control of how people perceive me. So I know there is a lot under my control. I can take that and ensure that whatever people or however people see me would be positive. So that's it. I'm taking that.
I'm so glad you've picked that. Thank you for having me today. I don't know if you have time for some quick 1 or 2 questions.
Yes, you do. So that is any question, contribution.
All right. Yeah, I have a question.
Okay. Could you mention your name, please, and whether you're a student or a worker?
Okay. I am Abdurrahman Yusuf.
Okay.
A computer science student of University of Energy and Natural Resources. Okay. My question is, looking at all that you said about personal branding and other stuff. Okay, I have this kind of college on campus. Do you take part, let me say, in your personal dress. I mean, the way most people do dress to classes these days.
Mhm.
I don't know whether that one do that one do take part. Maybe the fellow is late for lectures and the fellow just wake up, dress in and out to lectures. I don't know whether that one.
I don't know. Okay, I'm not sure I grasp the question, but I think what I'm getting from it is if somebody rushes to to lectures, the person is late and decides to dress anyhow. You see, at the end of the day, what I say is that understand. I need you to understand. You might listen, everybody has off days, right? Everybody has off days. Days where things are not going well, from the way they dress, from the way they speak to it happens, right? The point of this conversation, or what I want you to take from this conversation, is that you are very much in control. You decided to oversleep when you had a class at 9 a.m., right? And now it has a ripple effect. It has put you in a position where you are now going to look in a way and manner that is not going to reflect well on you. Now imagine, this is how I think, imagine that something happens, an opportunity happens, and now they're looking for somebody who has dressed well for that day. Clearly, you're not going to be part. Right? So the point here is that anyhow you appear, especially when it comes to physical appearance, right? Especially when it comes to physical appearance, understand that how you appear is sending a message. And make sure that how you are appearing, right, whatever outcomes that it is that you want for your life or for your career or for whatever, make sure that how you are appearing is increasing the chances of you getting that outcome. It's as simple as that. I don't want to make it complicated. It's as simple as that. I hope I'm clear. Okay, Anand, could you share your question?
Yeah. My name is Ahmed Anan.
Okay,
and thank you very much.
Right, welcome.
What I want to ask is that looking at our dispensation right now, you will see that a lot of the youth are copying these celebrities, their personal branding and stuff like that. So I want to find out, is it good to copy people's brands and stuff like that?
Okay, so this is what I would say, that there's a thing about human beings, right? We like to have models, right? People that sort of reflect what we would like to be in some years to come. Now, you as the individual, decide who you want to be first. That's why the self-awareness conversation is critically important. Pay attention to yourself. Shut out all the noise. Shut out all the noise. And decide, oh, okay, I want to be this. I want to dress well. I want to be able to speak well. I want to have some skills in my head. I want to be able to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay, now who is doing it in a way and manner that I like? Oh, okay, person A. Oh, okay, the person doesn't even necessarily need to be a celebrity. Right? Person A. Oh, okay, good. Now that is the person I'm going to model myself after. But you can't tell me, it's the reason we had the conversation about the people who sell the drugs in the VIP bars. If they use that same strategy and go to Kempinski, they'll kick them out. Right? So you can't tell me that you want to eat okra soup and then you're going to bring cocoyam. Do you understand what I'm saying, Anand?
Yes, please.
Yes. So please take notes. Please take note of that. Don't, if you can't tell me that you want to be dressing as well, like let me give an example. You want to be dressing like who is a celebrity crowd that dresses well? Let's use for example Sami Jenfi, right? Sami Jenfi is the NDC communication whatever, right? He dresses pretty decent, right, for his position. Now you can't tell me that in your future you want to be dressing like that, and you are busy following the way Shatta Wale dresses. That will be a problem. That will tell me that you are not serious, right? But if you're in a creative space, right, you're into music, etc., and you decide that, oh, Shatta Wale is my mentor. Shatta Wale is somebody I want to model myself after. Great. So it's about what you want. Anybody who asks me this question, that's what I ask. What do you want? What do you want? How do you want to be perceived in the public space or within your circle? So you see, back to self-awareness. back to the fact that you are the master of your fate, you are the captain of your soul. I hope I've answered your question. Somebody mentioned.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir. Judith, your hand is up.
Yeah, but before Judith comes, there is a question in the chat.
Oh, okay. Let me check it. Okay, let me check.
I could read it already.
Okay, sure.
So he said you spoke about knowing yourself, and he wants to know what steps will be vital for one to take in order to change some personal traits that are not quite favorable.
Thank you so much for that question. Thank you so much. This is a simple thing I have come to learn, right? It's very simple. It's the reason when I started, I said that, I mentioned that your brain is not a filing cabinet, right? So as much as possible, if you hear anything that intrigues you, that makes you wonder, that pricks you in a certain way, write it down. In a sense, I'm saying that having a diary or having a notepad is critically important. That is the first step. Have a notepad. Now, shut out all the noise. Pick a day. It doesn't matter what. Find a serene space. If it's in your room, lock the door, put everything down, put off the music, put off everything, and put it down, and have a conversation with yourself. It's as simple as that. Have a conversation with yourself, right? It's an exercise in self-awareness. How am I carrying myself, right? You yourself ask yourself, how am I carrying myself, right? What traits do I have? What things am I good at? Then you write it down. What things am I bad at? What are my friends saying about me? Are they saying that I smell bad? Are they saying that I'm not serious? Are they saying that as for me, I talk anyhow? What do I want to see for myself in 10 years? Right? How do I want to see myself in 10 years? I want to be well-dressed. I want to have perfumes. I want to have a car. I want to have a nice bank account, etc. Oh, okay. This is my objective. Okay. Now, what steps am I going to take to make sure that I get to that path? You see, it's an exercise a lot of people run away from because they are so scared of sitting with themselves. It's a very simple exercise, but so many people are scared of it because you are addicted to noise. You are addicted to distraction. So now you know so much about Jay-Z and Beyonce and the new watch that they are wearing. You know about LeBron James. You know the food they ate yesterday, where they went to drink, where he went to pee last night, where he slept, that girlfriend who knocked his head. You are so much, excited about that sort of information, but you don't know anything about yourself. You're not paying attention to yourself. You don't have any goals. You don't have any plans. You do not have any objective to yourself because you're even blaming other people. You're not looking within. You are not realizing that you are the captain of your soul. You are the captain. You are the one who is making decisions on a day-to-day. So it's as simple as that. Number one, get a notepad and a pen. Number two, get into a peaceful, quiet place, shut out all the noise, and start asking yourself hard questions. Where do I want to see myself in 10 years? What steps am I taking to add knowledge to myself? Right? What steps am I taking to add value to myself? Right? The friends that I have around me, are they taking me forward or they are taking me back? Right? How do I want to appear? How do I want to speak? How do I want to carry myself? I hope I've answered your question. I hope I've answered the question. Okay. Okay. All right. Any other question? I think there was a was it Lucy or so?
Hello, sir.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Yes, hello, sir.
Thank you very much for this session, this insightful note you've actually given us. I want to ask, when you're building your personal brand, is it advisable to listen to critiques from outside, like critiques from other people? Is it advisable?
Okay. So yes and no. When I say yes, you can look around your circle, right? There are definitely people who genuinely like you for who you are, right? So you can ask them to tell you, guys, are there certain areas in my life that you think I can polish? Do you think that there are certain areas in my life that you can polish? And when you ask that question, pay attention. Just listen to what it is that they say, right? No, you should be careful who you ask, because some people are just there, they'll just tell you nonsense, or they're just only going to give you the necessary feedback that you need, So it's important to be careful who you pick, right? Pick people who are moving forward in the way that you like, and ask them. Hopefully they are your friends. Ask them, guys, which areas in my life can I, what should I pay attention to, guys? And you'll be surprised the things that you hear. So start from there. That's where I would encourage you to start from. And it's good you've mentioned, you've asked this question, because it comes back to my last point about lay low and build value. Don't be in a rush. You see, there are so many people who are in a rush to showcase that, hey, I know how to do this, or I know how to do that, or I know. When you go next to them, they don't have substance. You see, there's no substance. Be careful, right? Be careful to not be that person who is shiny on the outside but is empty on the inside. Be very, very careful. I fear that more than anything. Right? And so as you are building your personal brand and you are working towards building that professional image that you're looking to have for yourself, focus. That's why even for social media, if I had a chance, if I had my own way, a lot of young people who even have access to it, right? My reasoning is that I want a lot of people to take their time to focus on building value. There should be something about you that's, oh, what do you know how to do? I know how to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Because you are taking the time to focus on those things, right? But now that we have social media here, now even use social media now to take us through that journey of not knowing something today and then knowing it tomorrow. Do you see how of an exciting picture that sends to whoever is looking at it? I don't know who asked the question,
Yes,
but yeah, do you see what I'm saying? I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, please.
Good,
Yes, please.
Good. All right. Judith Maolong.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
I'm Judith. I just completed University of Ghana this month. And so my question is, let's say you are somebody who likes dressing, not overdressed, but you like to look good. Like wherever you go, you just want to be on point, you like to look good. And let's say a particular period, a bit broke, right? But you're still looking good. And people see and they think, oh, you have money. Doesn't mean you're being who you are not, or it's just some kind of branding.
That's an interesting question. Okay. So first off, you are young, right? And don't break your back, right? Or put yourself in uncomfortable positions to be able to gain money to look a certain way. I am a big fan of starting where you are. Start where you are, right? When you start where you are, whatever noise that is happening on the outside is not going to affect you. That's why I said you can have one shirt and one trouser or one dress, which is very unlikely, but let's just say that that's what it is. You are going to make sure that you are going to keep that dress so clean and well ironed. And when any time anybody sees you in it, they're going to say, you look good in the dress. And it is never going to be about the fact that you have money. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Do you understand? Exactly. So it ties, that is a good question, really. It ties into the example I gave earlier of being very careful not to be that person who looks shiny on the outside, but zero on the inside, right? The standard here is that you want to look clean, you want to look decent, you want to look attractive. Focus on that with what you have. Then as you are building, as you are going up, you're climbing the ladder, etc., money is going to come, opportunities is going to come, then you're going to be getting the nicer things. And at that stage, you can showcase it. Right? So that's my 2 cents. I hope you found that helpful.
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
Good. Most welcome. Mega, your hand is up. Mega Anochi.
Mine is not a question.
Okay.
I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, mine is not a question. I just wanted to contribute to
Okay.
So, in addition to all what you've said, there's something that I always remember. I was told sometime, and I always live by it. And for me, I always try to look very confident, and in doing that, I will surprise you. The time that I am at my lowest when it comes to finances, those are the times that I dress very good. I try to look good because it helps me. Not that I break my back to look good, but it helps me build my confidence. That doesn't mean I don't have confidence though. But even the time that I'm broke, it's usually when you are broke, when you are down, you are sort of not so much enthused about a lot of things. But at that time, that is where I try to look very good so that when I'm outside, it also boosts my confidence.
Pretty sound advice.
It has really helped me going forward. Apart from that, in addition to all what has been said, there's something that I always keep in mind. One has to be very, very intentional about what he or she wants.
Yes.
For me, it is the intent. If you know where exactly you want to see yourself in 1, 2, 3 years, there are 1 or 2 sacrifices that you have to make. Probably you have to go out of the space in like 6 months, 8 months, a year, and build yourself. Sacrifice a lot and build yourself. By the time you're out of that space, by the time you're out of that shell, that point where you have to focus on yourself alone, you are out, you are well built, you've upskilled, you are confident enough to start applying for 1 or 2 jobs that you know that you would ace interviews, or you'd be so good with apply with the work, with the skill. So for me, it is about being intentional about what you want. If you want A, you have to make the sacrifices for A and go get it.
Mega, it looks like I need to make you my PA. You've summed it up beautifully. I genuinely appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please, I have another question.
Okay, this is Romeo.
Oh,
right?
okay. Yes, please.
All right, Romeo, let's hear you.
Building personal brand, is it supposed to be one uniform way? Let me give an example. Or in terms of dressing, like you go with the African print way, but then maybe sometimes you're a fan of like casual ways, maybe wearing then round necks, then maybe jeans, then so is it supposed to be like if you are in for maybe Banco, you are going for Banco? Like, is it supposed to be one uniform monotonous way, or like you can blend it?
Okay, I think that's a very good question. I think when it comes to your physical appearance, right? I think the foundation has to be on the fact that you want to dress in a decent and appropriate and intentional way. Let me put it that way. So it is serious, it is intentional, and then there is some intention behind it. So if you decide that I'm always going to look presentable, you're not going to get up and do anything. True or false?
True,
exactly. So as much as possible, don't be confined to a box. Don't let it restrict you. You are so many things. There's a favorite quote of mine. You are so many things in one, right? You are so many things. So please explore yourself, but make sure that you're in the exploration of yourself. You have certain core foundational principles that you are working with. Do you understand? Just so, and everything, you see, everything is all informed by who you decide you want to be, right? You decide that this is the person that I am going to be, and then you take steps towards that. So it shouldn't restrict you in any way, shape, or form. Feel free to do what you want. Just make sure that it is in line with what you say you want. That's what I always say. It is in line with what you say you want. Not me, not anybody else, but with what you want. Is that okay?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Good. Anybody else? Anybody else? Please feel free to unmute your mic and shoot either a comment or a question. Okay, so I think to wrap up, I'd like everybody to go around. I'd like us to go around. Everybody mention one thing that you've learned today from this session. So I guess we can start with, I guess Abidat started. So, okay, Mega has spoken. Okay, Mega Noche, please set the ball rolling for us. Mention one thing that you've mentioned. Just very briefly, guys, very briefly. I don't know if Mega can hear me. Okay, David, over to you. Set the ball rolling.
I learned that I am the captain of my soul and also the master of my fate.
Fantastic stuff. I hope
and
you
then
wrote
I
it
should
down.
remember that there is a lot under my control.
Wonderful
and then how
stuff.
I want to be.
Hey, David, I said one.
Oh, okay, then it's okay.
Okay, thank you so
Mommy,
much.
I have a class and I just want to share my quick contribution so I can leave.
Hi, Rita. Hi.
Thank you so much for today. I
Right.
really appreciate the session. It was really thought for us to understand. Well, for me, you took your time, and for that I appreciate. What I am taking away is I matter. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking that. Anybody else?
Yeah, I learned that the goal of personal branding is to actually create something that conveys a message, even if you are not speaking. Like your brand is actually speaking for you when you are not even doing the speaking or talking.
You are absolutely spot on. Thank you so much, Romeo. Anybody else?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Harrison.
Yeah, I also learned that everything we do conveys a message to somebody.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and I would also like to ask, would the slides be made available to us?
Okay, we'll have a discussion and then we'll let you know.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much, Harrison. Anybody else?
Hello.
Yes, even if it's to give me fans, give me fans. I've spoken
Hello.
plenty today. Yes, sir. Kale.
Please, yeah, can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you.
And please, I learned that I should be a man of substance.
Thank you. I love that. Thank you. Anybody else?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
I think yes, Judith. Yes.
Okay, I learned that I should fall in love with myself.
Okay. I hope it means what I think it means.
Hi.
Okay. Yes.
This is Haruna.
Who's speaking? Haruna.
What happened is that
Yes, Haruna. Yes.
Haruna.
Yes, Haruna. Your line is a bit bad, but you speak.
I should have a unique value proposition, and whenever I'm talking to any lady, unique value proposition. And whenever talking to a lady, what they bring to the table, and they themselves is the table that should run away.
Yes, sir. Please, please run. Thank you so much, Ebenezer.
Yes, sir. Sir, thank you very much for the presentation.
Right.
And I've also learned that I have a lot under me to be controlled. So I have to utilize them, and then so that I can brand myself very well.
Yes, sir.
And in the years ahead of me.
Absolutely. I'm happy you learned that. Anybody else? Okay.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
It has been an insightful session. Thanks for the educational messages. I've learned that life is a harsh competition, and then anyhow you appear is conveying a message. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Collins. Anybody else?
Hello.
Stella.
Hello.
Yes, Stella, speak to me. Or Gertrude, speak.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much for
today's session. I really enjoyed it. And what I also learned was that I shouldn't be a person who is shiny on the outside but empty on the inside. Hence, I should focus on building value. Thank you.
Please, thank you so much for taking that. That one is my bread and butter. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Stella.
Yeah, hi.
Okay, Abdul Karim, yes, speak to me.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir, speak, I can hear you.
Yeah, I've also learned that you need to stop chasing likes and followers. Then you can build your value in the near future.
Thank you so much for taking that. I appreciate it. Anybody else?
Yeah, Prince said in the chat that he has learned that one decision can potentially change your life.
That's
And
facts.
Samuel says the internet never forgets.
Thank you. Please, please, please. Let's drown that information in. It doesn't forget. Okay? Thank you.
Kaja said, first time hearing of UVP, unique value proposition. Yeah.
Right. I'm happy you learned something today. Anybody else? I'm seeing Richard Larison. Richard, can you speak? Please speak.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, very well. Thank you so much for the insightful session. And what I can say is that you let your values speak for you.
Thank you.
And keep ahead. Don't fall prey to criticism. Don't let criticism change what you are focusing on.
Right.
And also to stay patient. Thank you.
I'll send a collection box to your house. You've learned something today, but awesome, awesome, awesome. Anybody else? Guys, even if it's to give me fans so that I'll take it to my house. I don't know who wants to speak. Okay, Lucy, please. The floor is yours. Lucy has raised her hand up, right?
Branding is always an ongoing process.
Yes.
Yeah, that personal brand is always an ongoing process. It's never quits. So building my uniqueness too, I need to continue doing that, continue, because it's my own branding and it's my own self. I don't need to quit.
Absolutely. I'm glad you learned that. Welcome, Leslie.
Yes, hello, Kwame.
Yes, Leslie.
I say thank you so much for this session. I think it's been very interactive and I have really enjoyed it. So thank you.
Thank you for giving me my flowers. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Anybody else?
Yes, just to add to this, while building your brand, don't forget about making the most network with the right people.
Yes. Thank you so much for learning that. Anybody else?
Stella says, thank you for the presentation. What I've noted is in my book is to explore myself because there's a lot in me.
Right. I'm happy she's learned that. Good. Anybody else?
Okay.
Hey, nobody will give me fans. Nobody will give me fans at least, so I take it home.
You like fans?
Yes.
They are done with the fans, yeah.
I want everybody to talk.
The session has been insightful.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. So yeah.
If there are no more questions, contribute.
Okay.
All right. Everyone, I need your approval.
Okay, so going once. Okay. Ebenezer.
I mean, he was giving approval to end the meeting. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just end the meeting soon. Ebenezer, you want to say something?
No, it's giving approval because I asked for approval to end it.
Okay. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
It was
thank
good having you.
Enjoy your weekend.
You too. Take care, guys. Cheers.
Bye.
Likewise. Bye.